Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham and I'm in Singapore. I'm at the Tribeca Future Facing Commodities Conference and I'm catching up with Dr. Mike Jones, an old mate of the Resources Roadhouse. Mike, welcome back.
Thank you, and it's great to be here again, second year in a row.
Yeah, all right, well, a lot of things happening with your Lake Hope high purity alumina project. You've had it for just on a year and you've made some decent inroads there. Can you fill us in with what's going on?
Yeah, that's right. So literally almost 1 year ago, we got into a joint venture on this unique high purity alumina project, which is in the Salt Lake, about 500 kilometres east of Perth. And when I first saw it, I thought this is going to be something special. And really the work we did last year, which led up to the scoping study that we released in November, proved that. We've got world-class economics, and the single most important figure in there is it looks like this project could produce high purity alumina at the lowest cost globally by a almost world-beating margin of between 30 and 50%.
So that basically comes back to making money.
That's certainly what we hope.
Yeah.
There's a big demand for high purity alumina. It's a specialist material. It's a bulk commodity, but commands exceptionally high prices. Sort of $25,000, $30,000 per tonne in the marketplace. And we believe that we can mine that for less than $4,000 a tonne. These are US dollars, by the way, which gives us the potential to be, incredible high margins. So, as I mentioned, last year was all about the scoping study. So this year is all about the pre-feasibility study. That is now well underway, and there are 4 pillars to that. First of all is metallurgical test work. That's proving to be extremely successful. We've now got 2 process routes that we can use to get to HPA, one of which we think will improve the economics of the scoping study significantly. The second one is the approvals process. One of the great advantages of this project is it's going to have an exceptionally low environmental footprint. And we've also got native title clearance already to mine on the lake, subject to us getting to an agreement. So that's a big thing to be pushing forward. The third one is where we're going to build the plant. We're not going to do any processing on site, which will speed up the mining lease grant. And so we're deciding where to put that. And we think we should be able to get significant funding from the government to help do that. And then finally, and this is very important, in the back end of this year, it'll be all about getting material and product out to our potential clients for them to test and go through the test work process. So it's going to be an action-packed year.
And I'm just looking over your shoulder here at your posters here on the board, and you've got the 99.99% purity, which I refer to as 4N, of course, in the business. So the 4N, the 4N, the 99.9% purity, that's quite an important part of the whole thing, isn't it?
It is. That's the benchmark for the general use in all the various products, and it's used in things like batteries, lithium-ion batteries. It stops thermal runaway, so we've all heard about the Samsung phones exploding and the Tesla batteries catching on fire. That's because the separators aren't doing their job properly. And then also in LED, so most of the lights here, and also in smart screens, but also in particular in sapphire glass, on your watches and things like that. So all of these are growing dramatically, but they need this purity in order to function properly. And that turns out that it's quite a skilled process to be able to produce that. And we've already well down that track, and that's really what the clients will be testing later this year.
All right, so you've got the feasibility study underway, is that right? Yep. And so, okay, we expect to hear that later in the year. And what else is there to come?
So, the pre-feasibility study should be completed by the end of this year. That's all on schedule. I've been around a long time, and so we're still balancing that up with a bit of the exploration. So we still will be doing some drilling very shortly on our Arkin Battery Metals project, which is also in Western Australia, only a couple of 100 kilometres outside of Perth. Area's never been drilled before, and we've got some very interesting anomalies there for rare earths, for copper, nickel, and even gold. So that will start in sometime in April. So there's news flow to come from that as well.
Oh, that's a nice little codicil to the portfolio, isn't it?
It is indeed. And look, we do have other projects that we're basically trying to do deals on as we get more and more focused on Lake Hope. Impact's always been a project generator, so we do have large land holdings. We've got a potential IPO spin out of some gold copper assets in New South Wales. We're talking to numerous parties about our major project at Broken Hill, which was the focus of the BHP Explore program last year, that we were one of the first 7 companies ever selected to be a part of that excellent program. And then obviously Arkin, we've still got that in WA, and we'll push that along until the end of the pre-feasibility study, and then perhaps do something with that.
All right, well, Mike, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up. And let's hope we get the chance to catch up again soon.
Indeed. Thanks very much.